Don't worry. You'll find out. This is a really good case. That's why I've got this up, just to make sure I got proper stop points. Alright. Welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. How did Nagito stab his right hand with his right hand? Let's find out.
Then hurry up and spill it!
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
This feel was not worth it. A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay. There's definitely an answer for this. Make your argument. Torture wound, wound rope, survival knife, Monokuma plushie, blood on girder, Monokuma panels, oil lighter. I know exactly what I want for this.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Nope.
could he stab his hand that way?
That would require his talent.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Bingo.
I agree with that.
You came in after we investigated this.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
It's also why there's blood all over it.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the
God, just
plushie.
doing this to yourself. Holy shit.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
Why would somebody do this to themselves?
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
You could be so lucky.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Nick, I'm watching this fucking plushie. If it starts oozing blood, I know where you are.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Seems legit.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Clearly he didn't think so. Look at this shit.
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else. I also agree with that.
Let's go back to talking about being penetrated again.
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
Isn't that, like, the same thing.
That's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Mononomy's sassing me!
Man, how shit is your life right now?
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Yeet them into space.
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Oh, God damn it.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now. Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. And even now,
All right, let's do this.
we'll make an argument, as we do. Torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, blood, duct tape, plushie, lighter.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
What about the blood
No,
on
that's
his left
wrong.
hand? Had that really strange blood pattern.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
I just, we took his hand with us. I just cut it off. He's not using it anymore. Put it out of my pocket.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? He was gripping. Obviously. For a stain like
When the
that.
blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Does it? It might. It's close. It's a good point. I didn't notice that. I don't know. I'll find out.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Lady, if I were stabbing myself to inflict wounds like that, you bet I would be jerking off as hard as I could and try to give myself some form of pleasure to go through the pain.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
I guess that's why I didn't cut
But
his
even if
arteries.
he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
What section was he holding on to? The cord, the shaft, the handle, the blade. If it's the blade or the handle or the shaft, there's no way he could leverage it, you know, to stab himself. Could only be the cord.
I see! That's it! Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
I mean, it's that weird spear.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Something very close to that.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides, right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
When you're stuck, you just have to turn the answer around. A turnaround!
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear and the fact that Nagito is holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and the state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Time for logic! No, I don't think that's the kanji for future. I think that's the kanji for something else, now that we can see it in full size. Alright, how difficult is this dive gonna be? I've got pretty much full influence. But I don't have a lot of time. Ah, come on, I dodged that. Ah, frick you! I did that myself. Well, this is going good. This is going absolute fantastic. Amazeballs. I jumped early, that's why I did that. Question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Clearly it was above him. And I should not have it going full speed when I'm trying to read the question. Oh, good! Moving things have been introduced. Excellent! Excellent! I was already having problems with the things that stayed fucking still. Clearly moving obstacles is next on my list of things I want for Christmas. Ah! No, don't hit me twice, you asshole. Question 2. Besides the spear, what else was above? A stuffed plushie. No, what else was above him was a ceiling girder. Alright, I've got to do this pretty quick. Hopefully this next question isn't too far away. Dodging, 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 concentrating. Mode, go! Oh, I like the little fake outs. Thank you. Question 3. Crap. I want the spear's cord. I'm gonna run out of time for this. The spear's cord. Crap. I'm gonna run out of time. Yeah, time up. Damn. Everybody doubts me. Blah 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 blah. Man, that is some tight time limit. We'll restart.
You'll never give up.
All right. Yeah, there ain't enough time for some screw ups like that. 4 minutes. Not long. Not long if you fuck up too much. Also, I've got the thing pressed pretty much constantly. See if I remember any of this. Alright, first question. Question 1. It was above Nagito. Nyum. Nyum. I thought I was gonna go back earlier than that. You can't touch me! Oh, you can. I am the fucking Sonic Man. Ah! I should learn to slow down. Alright, question 2. The ceiling girder, which is where I'm at, so I want to stay here. Okay. Stay on the outside. Move to the inside. They're just faking me out. I still gotta dodge a bit. Right and left, right and left. Perfect. Got a minute 22. Coming up to the question. What item? The spear's cord. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? Alright, got a minute to get through this. Oh, right here. I was that close. Oh well. One restart.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
ESP, not PMS. Oh wait, you said that.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Once again, and it can't be said enough,
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling.
Nagito was a sick fuck.
So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then this is for real? He really committed suicide?
It's a hell of a suicide.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far?
I could, like, deal without watching Nagito stab himself in the balls. I'm just saying.
That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Waka waka! That's Nagito! Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba! Boop! Jeez. And I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he died. That's the form it took. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he were here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
No, reveal, not kill.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Your imagination and your gut instincts actually been pretty spot on. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
But I got my hand up and everything.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
I can't help but feel like somebody's watching me.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, What do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence he couldn't even mess with? Well, it's probably the Monokuma file.
I see.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
We've got no influence over that.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
I brought this up before. The victim is Nagito Kameda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What killed him? The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? If it was the spear, it would tell us the spear. It doesn't actually identify what the cause of death is. It just lists the wounds. Crap, I actually didn't need that A. God damn, really? Wow. Wow. I can't even concentrate on what's going on right here. Crap. Look at this. Okay. I'm gonna lose everything right here. Crap, give me that A. Crap, look at this shit. Did Kazuichi's voice get deeper? Maybe. Holy shit. Told you this shit gets hard.
We will never give up!
Told you this shit gets hard. My life fully replenishes. Oh god, I hate this Hangman's Gambit. This is basically just a race. And hope that you get the right things and try to get the letters and be in the right position. And crap, I needed that E. And then it just goes to hell real quick, real quick. for another H. That's all I need. Give me an H. Oh!
I got it!
Cause of death. Jesus! It's two
In this particular case,
things.
it's
The game's
monocumophile.
like not forgiving
There's no
right now.
specific cause of death.
We aren't gonna get a pretty good score. Not only is there blah blah blah, furthermore blah blah blah.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Then it should have said that.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me.
No matter what, it was never the easy answer, or even the second easier answer, or even the deeper answer after that.
For example, would that malice just end here?
He went to a lot of fucking trouble.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was easier than it should have been.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Yes, I believe he's a bastard.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Well,
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
if all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair, he said he was yearning for that. Then the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along? No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. And with that, we come to the suspension of the class trial.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends! Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides, the fact you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not a teensy-weensy 1 millimeter bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. And as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Would I like to save my current progress? Yes, and we will continue. I told you guys this has the potential to go late. We are not even past all the twists. But YouTube, I will see you guys tomorrow. Twitch, we will keep going. YouTube, thank you so much for coming out and joining me today. As always, do the thing, subscribe to the thing, and give me the comments. Bye.